Hey YouTube, what's going on? It's David Thompson, and today I got a lucid dream for you. Well, not lucid, I'm sorry. I have a very, very vivid dream for you. It's pretty cool. So it starts off. I was in a house. I was walking down a hallway. I had a 9mm and a silencer. The silencer was about this long. Yeah. And so I put the 9mm up. I'm looking back, and I spray this wood panel. Boom, boom, boom. There's wood panel. Then on top, it's all sheetrock. You know what I'm saying? I hit the wood panel. Boom. Blasts a hole about this big enough that I can fit in and I can escape. I was looking back because there's somebody falling, but I take a right. Boom. Then I gotta say, at least 10 feet ahead of me, there's a door. I walk towards the door. The door's open. Then there's a little cement staircase that goes down. But way before I get to the staircase, I shoot the floor. The wood breaks open and there's a hole. And real quick I thought, why did I do this? Because a person was gonna assume that I was gonna go to the first hole. Then even if they didn't assume that I was going to go in the first hole, they would think that I was going to go in the second hole. Then they'd be like, oh, this is what he wants me to think, and go in the first hole anyway. But so I jumped in this hole, and this hole turned into like a slide. So I slid down. Then all of a sudden I was with my brother. Then we was in like this parking lot of a convenience store, like a Rite Aid or something. Yeah. Then what happened? I wrote it all down over here. Yeah, so basically we was in this parking lot, and I looked down, and we was picking some stuff up. And I just had a feeling like I shouldn't be taking this stuff. My brother was taking it, boom, boom, boom. He was putting it somewhere. He was just grabbing it, putting it somewhere. And I got up, and I was thinking about, damn, the cops are going to come. Man, the cops are going to come. The cops are going to come and get me. But then I just had them. I had it all like this. Then I looked at my arms, and they was all singing bowls. I had a whole bunch of singing bowls all over this arm and up this arm, and the only thing that was keeping them from dropping was putting them together. Not even hard, just hard enough that every bowl was touching each other, and I had to hold this balance as I walked. My brother just explained to me, yeah, if you just hold it like this, the cops are not gonna think that you're doing anything. You just walk calm. I was like, alright, cool. There's no reason that a cop should just stop us randomly. They're not going to see what's inside of the singing bowls. So I'm walking, then a cop just drives by, and I get nervous. I'm like, oh, get nervous for one split second, then I calm down. I was like, man, what a coincidence. I'm doing something crazy, and a cop drives by. He drives by, he's just looking. He comes back around, he looks. Then I just keep on going. He didn't say anything. I feel relieved. Then we get back to the house, and in the backyard, for some reason, we bury this, whatever we have inside the bowls, in this garden, this small garden that's in the driveway. We bury it, right? Then we go inside the house. Then my stepbrother's in there. Talk to him for a little while. Then I come back out and I look. I'm like, what's that? That rock looks weird. Then I touch it. I try to tip it over. Then it falls out and it looks exactly like this crystal right here. It falls right off the ground like that. Then I pick it up. I look at it. I'm like, oh, these are crystals. These are nice. It was clusters of these crystals right here. there's clusters of them. I forgot the name of this crystal. I would say. Let's see if I some kind of a it's cactus, amethyst cactus or something like that. But anyway, you guys could look it up. It was that in clusters of them. It was beautiful. It was like that huge, whole bunch of them. And it seemed like they were just growing out of the dirt where we planted the garden, where the garden was anyway. Then I went back in the house. Then all of a sudden, a cop pulled up. It was a lady. Then I came outside and she said, "I know what you done. I know what you're doing." She said, "I know." I was like, "You know what?" She was like, I know you took that stuff, and I'm gonna lock you up for it." So I was like, "I didn't do anything." Then she took off. Then me and my big brother, we was walking. We walk across the street. We see from the left-hand side, there's cars coming down the road, and we're just walking still. Then the car just this close, it speeds up to us, and we just kind of like just hop out the way. Just 1 second. I was like, dang, the cop wasn't even gonna slow down. We're just gonna run it straight down, no problem, like we wasn't even there. I was like, wow. Then we hurry up, we get in the house, we close the door. Then my stepbrother's stepfather is all mad at us. He's like, "Oh, what are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? You're gonna get your brother in trouble. You guys shouldn't have done this. I'm so disappointed in you guys." And pretty much just walking out of the room and ignore him. Like, man, you're just making it worse. You're not making nothing better. Then talking to my little brother about something, really can't recall. Then we just hear the sirens. Then we hear them speaking over an intercom. They're like, "You know you guys are in there. Can you please come out? Come out with your hands up." I'm like, wow. The only thing I could think was, man, there's no real reason for them trying to lock me up. But it doesn't matter. I'm on probation. As soon as they lock me up, I'm gonna get like 6 months anyway. It doesn't matter what it's for, even if I'm innocent. What else was on this dream? Well, guys, that was basically it. Yeah, I just had that feeling like they all pulled up, and I was like, man, I couldn't even think that I was going to be locked up for 6 months for nothing, for these crystals. Yeah, then I had the thought of, I was like, man, we got to get rid of these crystals. Why are they in our backyard? Like, what's going on? Like, we could just pick these crystals up and take them somewhere and hide them, bury them. That's my first thought was, we got to bury these crystals so they can't be found. I'm not trying to go to jail for this. But we went to the crystals and picked them up, and we went towards burying them. Then next thing I know, we was in the car, and there was a problem with the muffler. And from there, I really don't know what happened. I woke up, I had to go to work. Yeah, but there's a lot of signs in that dream. I'm going to dissect that dream because I know every aspect of it was me. So I'm going to take my time with that one. I know there's some messages in there, and some of this stuff really took place today. No cops and things like that, but crystals, obviously. It was saying that I should be wearing this one. You know, I needed this energy in my life right now. So that's cool. But yeah, there's a lot of signs in that dream, so I'm going to dissect that. I appreciate you guys watching my videos. love and respect all of you guys.